I got to give it to you, Anda. You know, to this day, you're the only person that I know that, you know, does what you do. You know, I'm looking at the pictures and I can see like how people are really, you know, how you're transforming their body. And I know, like, for me, you know, I have this trainer and I've been with him for 3 months, and I feel like you know, he doesn't do nearly the things that you do. You know, I signed up for a 3 month package, and he he didn't even take my measurements in the beginning. He just took my body fat, and then we talked about, you know, where I should be at each month for the next 3 months to get down my body fat percentage, which was the whole reason I was working out with him. And so a month in, you know, I had to ask him, like, oh, is it time for you to take my measurements again? You know, and then he asked me, like, well, what package are you on at the gym? Are you on the standard? Are you on the elite? And I was like, well, I'm on the elite. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, it shouldn't even matter what package I'm on at the gym. Like, I'm paying you to train me. So don't you care, you know, what level I'm at and if I'm hitting the goals that we set in the beginning. So, you know, he took my body fat again, and I wasn't at where he had set for me to be at by that time. And so I was looking at him like, well, you know, why do you think that is? And he was like, oh, you know, I don't know, like, maybe it could be what you're eating. Like, what are you eating? I was like, I don't really know. Like, what do you mean, what am I eating? And it wasn't until that time, mind you, like almost a month and a half in, that he was telling me, like, oh, maybe you should be looking at what you're eating. And I'm like, oh, okay. And but he was like, oh, but you know, I'm not concerned. I think we're making good progress. And I'm like, well, how do you know? Like, you don't even know what I'm eating. Like, don't you care if I'm overeating or undereating? Like, don't you care if I'm hitting the goals that you set for me? And so even now, I'm almost done with the 3 months, and I know that I'm not at I haven't hit any of the goals that we had set in the beginning. And he never even took my measurements, so I don't even know, you know, if I lost inches in certain places or whatever, or if, you know, I was really improving in my level of fitness. So, you know, it's just really, it's frustrating when you're paying for something and you're trying to get to a certain point. And so I just, you know, I'm really grateful for the time that we had together, because I could see clearly, you know, your dedication and making sure that I was eating the right thing from the beginning. And, you know, you were always on me, and, you know, you were always measuring, because, you know, you wanted me to succeed, and it was also a reflection on your training. And I think that that's something that people really take for granted is, you know, you've got a trainer, but they're not as committed to your success as they want you to be. And I think that that's really important, because that's why you're paying somebody, is you want someone to help you get to where you need to be. So that's all I have to say about that, is not all trainers are created equal.
Indeed.